Well, I failed to make some tutorials for these 3 printed balloons that I have at Lorac, so now it's time to do that. Let's get to it. I'm Juan Gonzalez, also known as John London with jlomagic balloon videos. Let's do it 3 in 1. Hey, welcome back. 3 in 1. That's right, 3 tutorials on 1 video because these are so simple to do. You can drop them into your line twisting, and so I'm going to teach you how to do each of them. And also another thing I'm going to do is I'll put times at the bottom, that way you can skip right to each of them. So they're still going to follow that same idea where we bring the sound down, do the voiceover, and we'll just go just like that order. Okay, so in this case we're going to start with the cat, and then we'll go to the mummy, super easy, and then the Frankenstein. Okay, we'll say the Frankenstein for last. So again, it goes the cat, the mummy, and then the Frankenstein, and then I'll put a link in the description below on where you can get these prints. Again, they are from Lorac, okay, loracsmagic.com. Just so you know. So like I said, I'll put a time and let you know. That way you can skip to the one you prefer, and then you'll be able to know what's up. So that way you don't have to watch the video from beginning to end, right? Who's got that kind of time? All right, so let's go over the balloons. Let's start with the cat first, and then we'll make it. So let me go ahead and talk about the balloon I'm going to use for it. All right, so here it is. You're going to see the tutorial is going to go pretty darn fast. I left about a hand's grip on the end there. There we go. Okay. And then this, no drawing, which is really nice. And we'll look at the print in just a moment. Let me hold it up there you can see. Kind of has a mischievous look. And it's printed on a heart, just so you know. I have another cat tutorial that is done with the evil eyes. The evil eyes, a little more, uses for that. But this one's specifically for a cat head. And it goes pretty darn fast. So let's go ahead and bring that sound down. Let's get started. Okay, so for this cat, it's going to be cool because we're going to go ahead and use the same size for all of them. So I'm using about, I would say about 6 to 7 fingers. And you see I matched it up. I'm going to go ahead and do a pinch twist. And then I'm just going to match up that body portion the same as the legs. There you go. And then I'll do another pinch twist. And then I'm going to go down and we'll end up doing our back legs. And then from that, we'll be right back where our tail is. Look, see, come right back up to the pinch twist. There we go. And just go around there a couple times. And you could probably leave less air in the balloon than what I showed you at the beginning, but that leaves the balloon nice and soft, like for the tail, so you can really give it a nice shape. You see, I just went around one more time just to take out any kind of excess air, and that way it would be too floppy or anything like that. Okay, so just stay nice and firm. Alrighty, and the last thing I'm going to do is inflate the old heart balloon and give it a good squish. That way you can really make sure that that print comes out really nice and not too small. So very important. Alrighty, that's it. And you see I didn't tie it. I just wrapped that nozzle around the pinch twist that I did there. Alright, thanks for watching. So there it is. You can see, pretty darn easy to do. And then if you have a white marker, you could definitely draw on the little ears, the inside of the ears if you want to. But I already started making a few of these for the last, I would say, month. I've been wearing these like as a cat hat when I go out for events, and end up making quite a few of them just for that reason. Hey, I want a cat hat. So anyway, all right, there goes number 1. Done. You can tell, pretty darn easy to do. Same size for pretty much all of this here. So I'm gonna go move that one out of the way. Moving on to the mummy. Let's talk about the balloon we're gonna use for that. Here we go. And I have more than a hand's grip there. You can see I have enough to flick there on the end there. Okay. And so let's go ahead and let's get the print back out here. Ta-da! Pretty easy to do. And for this one, I'm gonna have a marker for it, and it's just because I want to draw the little bandages like on the rest of the body. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. Let's bring that sound down. Here we go. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and start with our arm. I did a loop with a pinch twist. The loop's about 3 fingers, and then I'm gonna do about another 3 to 4 fingers there. I would say more like a hand's grip, so about 4 fingers. Follow it with 2 pinch twists. There we go. 2 pinch twists, and then we're gonna go down and make the body. So we're gonna go down with the front part or the torso, and we'll go to the 2 legs and then come right back up to the neck area. So you can see it's going pretty darn easy so far. I'm gonna go ahead and lock twist that. Very important when you make those legs, lock twist that. So we go torso, leg, leg, and then we're coming right back up to another portion of the torso. Torso, like our midsection, our chest, our belly, all that stuff. right back up to the pinch twist, and then we're just gonna finish with the other arm. Pretty easy to do. About 4 fingers, do a pinch twist, and you should have enough balloon left over. So you can grab the very end of that little balloon, the little tip there, hold it against that pinch twist there, and really wrap that baby around, okay? There you go. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna do is my print, looking for it. Knucklehead, forgot that I left it on top of my head. Go figure. Anyway, all I'm gonna do is inflate it. I like to about what size it was. Make sure you give it a squish so that print really comes out. And then I'm just gonna wrap it around the pinch twist there. You see that? I went around, and now I can adjust the print and put it wherever I want. In this case, I'm gonna put it right between the 2 pinch twists. And now we are done. Another one, pretty easy. All right, so there it is. You can see pretty simple body, and sometimes you get lucky and that balloon is like nailed it right on the spot. I had very little balloon, but I could grab onto it and still make that loop on the end there for the other hand. So let me go ahead and bring the sound down as I get ready to add the little bandages on here, and you'll see it's so super basic. I'll turn it this way so you can kind of see over the shoulder, seeing it being just following along. I started like getting mixed up on my words there. So anyway, there we go. Alrighty, there it is right there. You can tell, pretty darn easy to do. And I was pretty consistent as far as how I do the little hash marks all the way across. And so just play with them and find out what looks good for you and what you like. Another alternative to use on this and all these prints, it doesn't happen every single time, but in this case, you can make a baby mummy. If you already make the swaddled baby design, it's nothing to put this and make it a baby mummy. So think about that, little fun things to, not just make this the whole time, but mix it up a little bit. So anyway, there goes the mummy. See ya, mummy. And last but not least, let's go ahead and make the Frankenstein, okay? Let's do that now. Let's go over the balloon. Oh, balloon's right over here. You can see for this one, we got, again, over our hands, grip right there. We should be good to go, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and bring that sound down. Oh, I should talk about this. I'm gonna make like an upper torso, and then I'll make the other part because I want the hands to stick out some, okay? And that'll become apparent here in just a moment, okay? All right, so let's get to it. So a quick correction about the way that the design's gonna come together. I'm gonna make both of the arms separately, and then I'm gonna join them at the neck area. So we start with a segment about 2 fingers, go to a pinch twist, and then we'll go to another 2 segments, and that's gonna be like our hand there. So just follow along here. There we go. So I just matched them and I came right back to the pinch twist. And it's going to have like the hands, out in front of him, the way, Frankenstein normally does when you see him. And then we'll go right to about a 3-finger segment to the elbow. And then we'll do another bicep area. And then we'll go with our 2 pinch twists. Okay, so 1 extra segment of the arm. So remember that. You can see right there. Take a look at that. Pause it if you need to really study that for a second. But you can see pretty easy to do. And I'm going to do the same thing again. So you'll see, look, we'll start with the segment for the thumb area, then our pinch twist, and then we'll do 2 segments, similar size, coming right back to the pinch twist. There we go. And then we go right to our forearm area. See? So we match those up, make sure they look nice, make sure they look even. About 3 fingers, do a pinch twist. And then we got our bicep area. And in this case, once we get that, measured, we can go ahead and twist around our 2 pinch twists there. There we go. Okay, so now we can go down to our torso area here. Pretty easy to do. We're just gonna match the 2 up, and they're gonna be about, I would say about 4 fingers. Not too bad. And then once we get it, measured out, make sure to lock twist that, okay? And what is lock twisting? That's when you pull one balloon through the other to really make sure that balloon doesn't come undone, all right? So you can see, there we go, looks good. Pull that balloon through, very important. If you don't do that, it's gonna come undone. All right, and so now the last thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna do about 5 fingers for the legs, that way they'll be a little bit longer. Twist at the bottom here, again, you can lock that. And now it's gonna be a loop, a pinch twist, and another loop. So each balloon will have its own. So you see that? So I'm gonna go ahead and now that one's done, I can pull the tail through that. Looks good. And you'll find one balloon's gonna be longer than the other. And of course, that's because, you know, one balloon was used to make 2 pinch twists. The other one didn't get any pinch twists at the neck area. So it only makes sense. Alrighty. So I did a loop, pinch twist, and in this one, you know what happens is I start to get to the end here, and I think, you know, I'm on easy street and I'm almost done. And you're not gonna believe this, but the balloon pops. Wah! I was 3 designs in and I was thinking like, oh, I'm good. But I could already hear it starting to hiss. So I was like, all right, we got to fix that baby. So anyway, I was thinking maybe I could salvage it and twist fast and when it would hold, but instead it just kept hissing. And so I was like, see ya. Anyway, got a new one in there to fix that, no problem. And last, you know, was just that loop for the other foot. And we can go back up to the top now with the print. So let me go ahead and wrap this balloon inside here just to finish up. Yep. We made it. Break off the old excess. Oh, and I had my pocket this time. I kept throwing, I had a bad habit of just throwing balloons like anywhere when I forget that I'm wearing an apron, and I always, you know, commit to one of the pockets being trash or scraps. So anyway, last but not least is to get the print, inflate it. Oh yeah, again, no drawing, which is nice. Alrighty, and that means once that's done, once it's in there, we have made it to the end. Thank you very much for watching all 3 videos. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully you can go out there and get some of these prints and you can add them to your balloon or your line work menu, which will make it nice and consistent, which is always cool. Dance, Frankie, dance. All right, so we made it to the end. No drawing on this one. And if you want to add some hair on the top there, you probably could do like a line across or something like that. But I think this is suitable, works out just fine. Looks super cute. And you saw me making a dance there. You grab him by his little hips there and he does a little monster mash. I think that's the only balloon that or the only dance that monsters are allowed to do. Is it the monster or the Thriller? Maybe that one too. Anyway, there it is. We made it to the very end. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed that nice little video. As you can see, they're pretty easy. They come together pretty fast. And you see that I left the biggest one, you know, for the last because it takes a little bit longer because instead of using 2 balloons, it uses 3 balloons, but no sweat. Okay, so anyway, thanks for hanging out. I encourage you to go out there and make some super cool balloons for people you know and have fun in your parties every time you go out there and make some balloons. So I'll see you next time. And let's see, what else was I going to say? Oh, for my Patreon members, don't forget, if you haven't visited the Patreon channel, you can still do so. I put up a new tutorial over there. If you don't know what that is, that's one way you can connect and get exclusive balloon tutorials when you support the Patreon channel, patreon.com/jlomagic, and that's what I meant to say. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Happy twisting. Bye.